It is 8:30. It is the 18th day of January, 2021. 2 days from the inauguration. Can we please just make it through this week without another episode of Crazy? I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the OGGM, with this week's gaming news. But first, somebody said I would improve the quality of my production if I had better lighting and like a screen behind me. Obviously, the person has not paid attention to the fact that I live in basically a 10 by 10 room and have no space for a screen or lighting. But I assure you, when and if I move, I will have a much better studio of some sort. Or I'll come over to your house and record there. Now on to the news. Okay, so let's start with the top story. There is supposedly a Dungeons & Dragons TV show in the works. This was just announced. And the writer is going to be the John Wick guy. I mean, not Keanu Reeves, though. I mean, you know, if Keanu Reeves did a D&D show, I think it would just be awesome. No, it's the Derek Kolstad, the creator and writer behind the John Wick franchise, has been tapped to pen and develop a pitch for a live-action series based on the Dungeons & Dragons universe. It doesn't have anything more information on it. Obviously, the article has got a picture of Keanu on it because, you know, he's John Wick, and and he's awesome. So, yeah. Could this be a thing? A D&D TV show? Is the time right, or is it too late? You know, has the Game of Thrones D&D TV thing already kind of passed? I don't know. Would a D&D TV show work? It'll be an interesting story to follow. I don't know. I mean, yeah, part of me would love to see a live-action D&D TV show. Obviously, I love the D&D animated show. If it had a Game of Thrones production value without, taking 7 years to tell a story, that could be awesome. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. On to normal information. Okay, in case you didn't know it, the next Dungeons & Dragons book is Candlekeep Mysteries. Release date is now tentatively scheduled for March 16th, 2021. It will feature 17. Oh, it's down from 20. It originally was 20 mystery-focused adventures, but now it's down to 17 mystery-focused adventures. So what happened to Mystery Adventure 18, 19, and 20? Interesting to know. 3 of the adventures are already printed up and sneaked. One is by Jennifer Kretschm. It's a 3D dungeon crawl full of elevators and ramps. We have something called... How is a dungeon crawl a mystery? We have something called Zircum's Zephyrum's Tome, which features a genie trapped in a book. We have one set in Candlekeep by Amy Verpel. A comedic adventure about stolen books featuring the blueprints of Candlekeep and mythical creatures. And apparently she sneaked a bit of Spelljammer in adventure, so points for Amy for sneaking in some Spelljammer adventures. So we've got lots of writers. Some of the names you'll recognize: Christopher Perkins, Amy, Mark Holmes, something about that guy, Barbara Kelly, and then there's a bunch of other people here. I have no idea who they are, but I guess they're important in D&D. Adventures range from level 1 through 16, can be run as a full campaign, or a series of one-shots, or dropped into existing campaigns. Okay, so 3D dungeon crawl. The more I read about this, the more I'm just... Okay, now I need to see it, because 3D dungeon crawl, mystery? Okay, it's starting to feel more like just, another Tales from the Yawning Portal. We'll see. And we have that what appears to be a confirmation that the Dragonlance novels by Margaret Rice and Tracy Hickman are back on track for publication. We've got no official announcements, but we could expect something by July. We have the book is apparently going to be called Dragons of Deceit. It's a 304-page novel by Margaret and Tracy. It's got the UK. It's got the placeholders already set up for over at Barnes and Nobles and stuff like that. So that's all we know. And there is a detailed version of the World of Kryn Trail map available at drive-thru right now, along with a second map of the known world, aka Mystara, both available up a drive-thru for free. So if you want to get maps for two amazing worlds, check it out. There's now an official date for the Pathfinder for Savage Worlds Kickstarter that's going to launch on January 19th. We can expel the usual Savage World accessories and rule books and stuff like that. Plus the Rise of the Rune Lords adventure path converted to Savage Worlds. So, will Pathfinder work better in Savage Worlds than it did in Pathfinder? Who knows? Okay, there's now an announcement that Paizo is going to be doing a line of dice specifically for Pathfinder. So, I don't know how Pathfinder specific dice are different than regular dice, other than in the pictures they look all swirly and whatever. The goal is to create customized dice set specifically for your kit, made out of high quality aluminum with designs specific to your character. The dice have themed numbers designed based on the class, weapon type, damage type, smell, and other options. Then you choose what colors you want for each dice. The combination makes for over 8,000 different dice options. Somewhere Laura Bailey and all the other dice hoarders are just squealing over this. So if you want to be able to create the perfect dice for your character, here you go. So there's apparently something called on TikTok, a never ever expanding sea chanting video. The originating TikTok started with Scottish musician Nathan Evans. He recorded himself singing the classic sea shanty, the Wellerin. And since then, Luke Taylor and several others have been adding to it. But apparently there's a role-playing game called One Day the Wellerman Comes that places you in the role of Sealer by Tracy Burnett. So a game based upon a TikTok song is now coming out. So it is a One Day the Wellerman Comes role-playing game. Each player will have 3 stats for their resources, used both in game and in narrative currency. The PDF is already available for $7, and there's an ever-growing Twitter thread that has already creating hacks to the system. Wow, way to go. Not bad. I wonder what the guy who originally wrote the song thinks. Origins Game Fair has been pushed back this year because of COVID. We're now expecting it possibly anywhere between July and August and September. Okay. Humble Bumble's 3D printed miniatures for board games and wargaming is still going on. That bundle will benefit No Kid Hungry Connection and St. Jude's. We also have the Warhammer, Chaos Bane, and Vampire the Masquerade Humble Bundles still available. Those will be benefiting charities like Montreal Children's Hospital Foundation, and the Buy a Cow charity and stuff like that. So if you want to get some 3D printable models and support some charities, there you go. And yeah, that's about it. But then it's still early in the year. So yeah, that's the news of the week. Dice designed specifically for your character. Some information about Candlekeep, which seems to contradict the previous information. So maybe the mystery is that everything they're saying about Candlekeep is just a red herring, and we won't know what it is until we actually see it, which would be an interesting way to go about it. If I was doing Candlekeep mysteries, that's how I'd do it. Everything, I would build an advertising campaign, and then you'd find out that everything I told you was wrong because it's a mystery. And then we, of course, have the announcement that the John Wick creator guy is doing a D&D TV show. Maybe, but no, Keanu is not going to be attached to it, though it would be awesome if he was. Keanu Reeves to play, well, any character from D&D really would be awesome. You know? But I think he's in the MCU. Isn't there some hints that he's going to be showing up in the MCU in some form? Maybe playing Mephisto? I don't know. We'll see. That'd be awesome. Okay, that's it. If you appreciate this content, let me know down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the OG GM Adventures. 300 subs by March and 500 subs by August 4th is the goal right now. Support me, Redbull. I need a sponsor, and I will sell out. I will talk to you later. Stay safe and enjoy this glorious weather.